Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. I'm your girl Katrina. Happy New Year's. This is my first official video in the new year, so hello. If this is your first time here, welcome. I am going to be giving some tips along with my embroidery, but I have a backstory to this. So if this is your first time here, I'm not crazy. I'm not going to be rambling on, but at the same time, your girl was frustrated yesterday. And it took me a lot to get this little shirt done. I did my first applique, like my first official applique. I've done samples of applique. I've done like little test stitches, but I've never stitched out a whole entire applique on a shirt. But I digitized my own file yesterday. Digitized it myself. I'll show you everything up close. But let's just say I ran into some complications, to say the least. I had some trials and tribulations. Listen, I want you guys to know that whatever you're facing, whatever you're going through, you gotta persevere. So yesterday I went through it with this little 2-word, 6-letter, stitch out. Now I have all my test stitch. It was, I was switching up colors to see which ones was gonna look the best on the black shirt. I was doing different fonts to see which one was gonna look the best. And when I tell you, when I thought I had it, I didn't have it. Now, applique is easy. Applique is really easy. And I know a lot of you have probably already done applique. If you're watching my video for the first time, maybe you're just watching because you like my content. Maybe you're watching because you want to get into embroidery or just to see what I've done differently. Ain't nothing special. I'm just letting y'all know. I am still learning. I am a year into my embroidery journey, more like about 13, 14 months since I've had my embroidery machine. So I have the Ricoma MT1501. It's a 15 needle. Every now and then, of course you run into complications, especially when you're doing something for the first time. But my issues yesterday was with the Chroma software. Getting my placement stitch to all stitch out at once. Because what it was doing was stitching out one letter, stopping, then doing the tack down stitch, then doing the embroidery. I didn't want to do that. It was going to take way too long. So I was getting so frustrated. So I could not figure it out. I finally learned that, I had to break apart, the whole word and do all this extra stuff. I'm not going to even get into that today. That's not what I'm going to get into because I can do a separate video on that. I don't want this video to be too long because today I'm going to give y'all some tea along with this tutorial. Maybe I should sit down for this because I was kind of like so thrown off yesterday. I was so frustrated. I was so taken aback by what transpired, all because of this shirt. I said, I really want my 2023 to be different. I'm approaching my business different. I'm approaching my attitude different. I want good energy around me, positive vibes, good people, everything. I just want 2023 to start off right. But yesterday did not go so well. So for today's project, I'll show you everything I use, what you might want to use if you're doing applique. Of course, I use my Gilded Soft 100% cotton t-shirt. Now, I love my Mighty Hoops, but I didn't have a Mighty Hoop to fit this size shirt. So of course, I had to use one of my frames, my hooping frames that came with my MT1501, and this was the size E. So now I gotta go buy more Mighty Hoops. Of course, I use my cutaway backing stabilizer. This is what I use. I use it on a big roll like this. You can get this off of Amazon. This one's the Pillin one. And of course I use my fabric. I just have this nice little army fatigue fabric that I thought would go nice with the whole boy mom concept. And I got this at Hobby Lobby. You can find fabric anywhere. Really cheap. I use my Fiskars curved scissors. You will need Fiskars curved scissors when you're, trimming out the edges. And of course, I use like a little lint roller because this black shirt caused a lot of lint. Now, some people use, like the spray adhesive. I didn't have that. You can use like the 505 spray adhesive. That you can have linked down in your store. Some people, if you're doing like kids stuff, you might want to use Heat and Bond Light. All different things. There's so many different ways to do applique, okay? And I'll be bringing you way more tutorials because now that I got the hang of it, now that I know how to work the Chroma Luxe software, it's on and popping now. So this is how it came out. I'm going to show you how, I did it. But first, I'm going to tell you what struggles I had with it. This did not come about easily. I almost broke. I almost gave up. But that will never happen. I'm never going to quit anything that I start or anything I set my mind to. And neither should you. Let me tell you guys what happened. All right, I'm sitting down. All right, I need some tea. All right, so listen, I think that when you start in your embroidery business, when you're starting any type of business, you really have to take time to learn your machine, to learn your products. Whether it's an embroidery machine, whether it's a heat press, whether it's a new printer, DTF, DTG, whatever it is, you definitely have to take time to learn your machine. Now, I know when I first got my embroidery machine, I've talked about it before, you know, there were some things that needed to be fixed with it because, you know, I think my friend and my family like really dinged it up when they got it, so we had to send a tech out. So every time I started to, you know, get on it, there was just always a complication. That was just me. That doesn't happen to everybody. Some people get on it from the jump start, bam, boom, they get the hang of it. So I feel like I'm a really fast learner when it comes to a lot of things. I get the hang of things really fast. I've just always been like that, right? But this embroidery machine right here, when I tell you it has given me a run for my money, it has challenged me a lot, but I always said, you know what? I'm gonna conquer this thing. I'm not gonna let it defeat me, right? So, you know, I don't know everything about embroidery. I've never ever claimed to be a best, but I'm learning as I go. That's what my whole channel has been about from the very beginning, learning as I go, but lighthearted, fun, having fun doing it, making sure my tutorials are entertaining for you guys, right? And I feel like I'm like that in life. I love to have fun no matter what it is, because who wants a Debbie Downer around them all the time? I like good energy, good vibes around me. And you guys can tell from my Instagram reels, from my TikToks, or even when I do videos with my son. I just love to have fun. I'm kind of free-spirited, but at the same time, I'm a boss. Don't get it twisted. I get my work done. I'm assertive at the same time. I'm a single mom. I have to be. I'm strong-willed. I've just always been on my own. I've always got the job done. So some people might mistake my kindness for weakness. Some people might think I'm too assertive. Some people might think I'm too strong. So, you know, I know how to switch things on and off, right? I say all that to say, I've been doing things on my own from the beginning, but I worked hard for every single thing I've got. No one has given me anything. I've never had anyone to depend on. Could never turn to my mother or turn to my father for like, hey, I need $1,000. Hey, can you help me buy a car? Can you help me buy my house? No, it's never been like that for me. I literally had to work hard and do everything myself, from my first house, living in New York, and y'all know that was expensive, to everything I've got now. I've done myself. Not a bad thing, but at the same time, I'm just, you know, focused. I'm driven. I'm motivated, right? And I don't really ask for help a lot when it comes to certain things. I don't ask for help because I just know people are funny. I'm saying all that to say, I needed help yesterday. I really needed help yesterday. And I don't like asking certain people for help. So yesterday I had to reach out for help, and this individual has always told me, I'll help you whenever you need it, right? Lines of communication is open, I got you. Emergency, whatever it is, I got you. Kind of the same thing I tell you guys, right? I tell you guys I got you. A lot of you DM me all the time. I get your messages. I try to read every single thing, and I try to help you. If it's a short question, I always answer you guys. Now, if you asking me like 50 million questions, I'm like, you have to book me because I'm very busy, right? So I don't like bothering people either, right? So I was kind of hesitant to reach out for help. Just because of my nature, I'm independent, but at the same time, you know, I know everyone is busy, right? So the person I reached out to, I text, right? And I didn't hear back from them. So, you know, I got to get my work done. I got to get this video out. So I just went on and I called customer service for Ricoma. But, you know, sometimes it takes a minute for them to call you back or to get through. So because I'm still trying to, you know, get my work done, I had to keep going. I had to keep trying to figure it out for myself. In the meantime, a few hours went by and I hadn't heard from the friend who I reached out from. The friend who told me, I'll help you no matter what it is, right? So I say all that to say, I'm not on here to bash anybody. I'm not on here to, you know, name dump. I'm not on here to do any of that because that's not even in my spirit. That's not even in my nature. What I am going to tell you guys is just to be cautious of who you get help from. When you're in this business, when you're in this industry, not everyone is going to want to help you. Some people only want to help themselves. Some people are only about money. Some people are only about what they can get out of it, right? I'm not saying that was my case. I'm just giving you guys examples because I've ran into situations before where people be like, oh, I'll support your business. I'll buy from you, you know, and never do, right? Never do. So I'm like, it's okay. It doesn't matter. But don't tell me that you will when you know you won't. So I say that to say, when you reach out to get people for help, don't be surprised or don't be shocked when they don't help you. Don't be surprised if they tell you one thing at one point in life and then it changes later on. Because my situation with this person has changed. So apparently, I guess, you know, whatever the dynamics is now, you know, it's changed or they're not so helpful or not so patient with me because of the fact that our situation has changed. That's the only thing I can gather. Yesterday, I was made to feel like I was so stupid that I couldn't get the simple stitch out, that I didn't understand the Chroma software. When the person knows that I don't digitize all the time. At no point ever in life would I treat someone the way this person treated me yesterday. The comments were so condescending towards me. The comments were just like, you know, I didn't know what I was doing. The situation got flipped around and I don't even know how it just got flipped upside down. But I was kind of hurt and I'm not gonna even lie. But at the same time, I was like, you know what? When someone shows you who they are, on more than one occasion, you gotta believe them. You just have to believe them because yesterday, all I wanted was help. You say you got me, but when push came to shove, you didn't. I wasn't rude to the person. And I'm like, I'm frustrated because I can't get the software to do what I want it to do. They was like, well, you know, the machine don't make no mistakes. You doing something wrong. It's all you. I was like, wow, this is how you're helping me? What if I was paying you? You know, because you guys come to me for help. I do one-on-ones and you guys have all different type of problems and issues. You don't know. Some of you are flustered. You don't know where to start. And it's my job to listen, to understand, to hear you guys out, and to give you the best possible outcome that you can, even if you're kind of like whatever. So, and now mind you, I wasn't paying the person, it was a friend, right? So I've just learned that, you know, you just can't depend on everybody. Not everyone is willing to go the extra mile. Nevertheless, I got it done, as I always do. Sometimes the best things, the best outcomes, the things that we really want, those things that are like really hard to obtain, they're worth fighting for. So I don't want my business to fail. I got this huge moneymaker sitting right here. I'm not gonna let it just sit here. So whether you help me or not, I'm gonna get it done, you know? In this business, I just want you guys to know that you can't depend on everybody. And don't let your success or your failure be dependent upon someone else. You have to go after what you want. Guys, I know this is a simple applique video, right? But I'm turning this into something else so that way, guys, I can motivate you. It's the top of the year and I want you all to be successful. And I don't want you guys to get deterred. I don't want you guys to get swayed. I don't want you guys to feel like, oh my God, I can't do it. You get defeated, because yesterday I almost got defeated over a simple software issue, something so minute. And the person ended up telling me all kind of stuff. I'm not going to even say all the stuff that the person told me, but just know, as a woman, I was so, you know, taken aback and disrespected by someone who I thought was close to me. But that's how it is sometimes. Sometimes it's the ones you think are the closest to you that really just like do you the worst. I still got, you know, nothing but love for the person, because that's just the type of person I am. I'm a Christian, you know, I can forgive, but I don't forget. I was hung up on. I was literally hung up on yesterday. The phone just was like click, and that's like the worst thing that you can do to a female or anyone, but especially a female, but or call them out their name, right? I just don't take to disrespect. I really don't. You know, we're all out here trying to, you know, get our foot in the door. We're all out here trying to scale our business. We're all out here trying to take our business to the next level. I don't have a lot of people in my circle at all. I don't have a lot of people that I can turn to for help, right? So if I turn to you, then you just like slam the door in my face, then it's like, okay, now I got to show you that I can do it without you. Now I got to prove you wrong, because you literally just I don't even know what I can say. I don't want people to look at me differently, but and I'm not saying that I'm not at fault, but I just don't know where things went wrong. I really don't know where things went wrong, because nothing warranted me being hung up on. Nothing warranted me being, you know, talked down to. I was told so many things yesterday, and it's just crazy. And I didn't say anything disrespectful at all. At all. I was frustrated because I couldn't get the stitch out. I was frustrated. So I was told, like, it's so easy. It's so simple. like, it's like, really, you can't get it? So yeah, I got it. I got it now. No thanks to you, I got it. And I'm just, this year, I'm just taking my business to a whole nother level. This year is like no nonsense, no games. And I'm really on some other stuff. I don't curse, but you know, you can insert whatever word you want right there. But I'm just on a whole nother level. And I'm going to take you guys along for the ride. I'm going to help you guys out as much as I can. I'm going to show you all my highs and lows. I'm going to show you everything like I've been doing, right? But we're just taking it up a notch this year. We're taking it up a notch this year, guys. And I'm not letting nothing defeat me, because last year, I'm just going to say this. I'm going to stop rambling and I'm going to jump into the video, right? Last year, when I tell you, I probably had the worst year ever. The worst year ever. Not business-wise, emotionally-wise, physically-wise. I was drained. I went through like a little depression. I went through a lot of that last year. You guys would never know. I've had days when I was gonna record and I did not. I'm in therapy 3 times a week, consistently dealing with my son's issues. Like, you guys would never know. So that's why I want you guys to know that whatever storm comes your way, whenever the wind blows, whenever you feel like you've taken a step forward and you get knocked 10 steps back, I'm telling you, keep pushing. You just gotta keep pushing. You gotta keep fighting. Even when people turn their back on you, even when people hang up the phone in your face, even when people don't support you, even when people, you know, tell you they got you and they don't, even when people be like, you know what, don't believe in your business or don't believe in your brand. Just keep pushing. I'm telling you, I would have never gotten through last year up until now if it wasn't for my faith, if it wasn't for me being self-motivated and persistent, because as you guys can see, it's just me and my son. I don't have nobody else. Literally nobody else. But sometimes that gets me down, right? But I keep going because I'm not no failure. I don't quit. I don't give up. And I'm a fighter. So this person probably took my assertiveness or my, you know, will to just want to get it done the wrong way, and probably had some personal stuff going on or put our personal stuff in the mix of it, and then just felt the need to bash me, felt the need to, you know, to really belittle me. I'm gonna go back to me, because when I first started my business, no one helped me, right? I had to research myself, sleepless nights, up all day, work. I had to do all that myself. So I just wanted to come on here and kind of use my little story of what happened to me yesterday as motivation for you guys. That's all. Because I'm not on here to like bash anyone, like I said. But I want to give you guys just a little recap of what happened to me yesterday, so it can motivate you guys to keep going no matter what happens. No matter when, you know, you try to get help and you can't get the help you need. Guys, just keep going. You'll eventually get it. I eventually got it. It was like after midnight, but I eventually got it. Whether it's embroidery or whether it's your t-shirt business, whatever it is, you got to be persistent. You got to go hard. You got to be hungry. You got to be thirsty, and you got to want it. You got to want it. So I'm not letting nobody throw me off. I'm not letting nothing upset me to the point or get me so riled up where I can't function, where I can't work. One monkey don't stop no show. That's all I'm gonna say. So if one person don't help me, another person will. And if I don't get anybody else to help me, then I'm just gonna have to help myself. God gives me everything I need to get it done. God will not put more on you than you can bear. And guess what? He always provides a ram in the bush. So I just happen to be talking to my girl, you know, Patrice from Craftable Things. I'm not sure if you know her channel. Definitely look her up. She has an awesome channel. Great spirit. Just a great person. You know, I just fell in love with her personality right away from day one once I met her, and she just has a helpful spirit. No matter what it is, she takes time out. You know, we help each other. That's what it's all about, because this circle is small. This circle is small. So, you know, we all help each other out. So she was like, girl, what do you need? If I can help you with anything, I got you. You know, and she was like, I'm not the best at, you know, digitizing or whatever the case is, but, you know, she was like, I'll help you out. So got on the phone with her and she tried to show me some things. We thought we had it, you know. I got off the phone and then still didn't have it. Nothing of hers, but you know, it was, my software was really bugging yesterday. It was, and then it kept crashing. I had to keep starting over, probably like over 10 times. I could have cried last night. I really could. She was like, take a break. I was like, nope, nope, I'm not stopping until I get it. But nevertheless, she stuck it out with me. If you find someone who will stick things out with you, they're a keeper. But nevertheless, guys, I'm gonna stop. I just wanted you guys to be motivated to keep going no matter what it is. I listen to your heartfelt messages, your DMs, your emails, some of you, and you're always telling me about your backstories and you know why you want to do the business. So like I said, I'm here. I hear you, I see you, and don't give up. Don't give up. No matter what it is, don't give up, because you know, at times I just want someone to see me. At times I just want someone to understand where I'm coming from or what I'm dealing with on a constant basis, on a daily basis, that would make me want to give up, but I don't. And I don't always have that. I don't have, you know, people like that in my corner that I can just, you know, vent to. And if I do vent, I'm like, you got an attitude. So it's like, no, I'm not. I don't have an attitude. You know, sometimes I just need help. But good help is hard to find sometimes. But nevertheless, you can get through it. The song says you can make it, okay? The roads get rough and tough. The hills may be hard to climb, but I'm telling you, you can make it, guys. I'm not on here to be all preachy and sermon-y type to you guys, but I like to give you guys some pep talks because sometimes we need it. So watch this video and watch how I embroidered my first applique design on my own, digitized it myself with a little help from my girl, Craftable Things, you know, helping me with the little breakup part thing. If you are interested in getting an embroidery machine, the link is down below. You can call. They have some great reps that can help you out. If you're interested in taking your business to the next level, whether you're trying to get your very first or scaling up to a multi-head, the link is down below in the description box. I would definitely appreciate it if you use my affiliate link. It helps me to keep supporting the channel and keeps pumping out videos. All right, let's jump into this video. Enough of me rambling on. Check out the applique design that I did. So this is the file that I created myself, simple stitch out that I didn't know was going to cause me so much problems, and I had to come over here and break up the text. I had to break up the actual placement stitch to the tack down stitch all the way to the applique. So when you stitch it out, I'm just going to show this to you really quick. Everything is separate, and it's white right now so you can't really see it, but the first placement stitch is white. Then I had to do it in black, then I had to do it in yellow. Everything had to be a separate color, and I just wasn't getting it in the beginning, but now I got it, and now I'm good to go, okay? I can do another whole full tutorial on that at a later time, just so you guys will know if you need help. So if you want help and you want to see that video, let me know, because I know Chroma videos and digitizing software and stuff is boring, so I'm only going to do it if someone needs help with that, okay? Because I could not find any video, I could not find no full tutorial to give me every single step that I needed to get this done. First is the placement stitch. So I'm laying down my placement stitch of all the letters first so I don't have to keep stopping the machine, and I'm using the white thread. We got way too much trim going on. So I'm gonna trim this all up. I had put it on automatic, so I had to stop it. I'm gonna lay my applique down. And I'm switching it to automatic manual. I don't know why I have so much trim, but nevertheless, we're gonna keep rocking and rolling. Okay guys, here we go. First piece, applique, laying that down. Now you can spray, but I don't have any spray. I'm just going to trim it away. And this is the point where if I wanted to, I could just, oh, I hope I didn't cut up too much. I'm going to pull it out. Okay, so I pulled it out, and now I'm just going to trim it away a little bit better. I'm not going to do a complete trim. I'm just only cutting the part so that way it doesn't overlap for the O. Okay, so I can keep it moving. And then I'll clean it up later. Pull it back in. I'm going to lay down the next piece of fabric and keep going. Alright, so yeah, it got a lot of, I got a lot of trim going on, loose. So I know I'm going to have a lot of cleanup. Okay, so let's get this. Trying to pay attention to where my colors fall as well. All right, and start. So here I am just laying out each piece of fabric over the letters. I'm trimming it just a little bit so it doesn't overlap to the next. And I used the white thread for my tack down, but I should have used gold. You'll see later on that you can see it underneath, but next time I'll use the exact same color. All right, so this step is done. So now I'm gonna pull this out and I'm gonna clean up the applique. This is where you need your curved scissors at to cut away all your excess fabric up close as possible to your tack down stitch. So that way when you go back to do your final border, nothing shows through underneath. You want to have a perfect clean finish, and you just want to be careful that you do not cut your shirt in the process. Okay, so I cleaned it up off camera, finished it, did as much as I could. Now my tack down stitch was not tight at all. So I was kind of scared to, you know, pull and kind of get it close because it just wasn't tight. Like my B started lifting up, so I don't know what that's about. I don't know if this hoop had anything to do with it, or just my, you know, because I haven't done too many appliques. I get nervous pulling it off, hoping that it goes back in the correct place, because my thing just seems really loose. However it comes out, I'm going to show you guys. So I know I could get a little closer, but I'm hoping that the satin stitch will actually cover that up, because like I said, I don't want to pull up the fabric, and I don't have any sticky backing behind it. So let's go see how it turns out. So I'm putting it back in the machine, hoping that nothing shifts, making sure that my bottom doesn't get caught, because we don't want to sew nothing shut. I'm gonna hit start. Okay, that looks good so far. Okay, I forgot to cut out my center O, so I just gotta grab a piece of it and cut it out. So I'm gonna do that really quick. Okay, I feel like the shirt is no longer in the same position. I feel like it's looser now for whatever the reason from when I was, you know, trying to get off all the excess, you know, fabric. So I don't know. I hope this turns out good, because I'm nervous. I'm nervous about this. And this fabric is making the shirt so liney. So I'll do a final cleaning once everything is stitched down. All right, but let's just go ahead and finish it and see what happens. Yeah, definitely got my white all jacked up. That part is finished. I know I'm gonna have to clean up some of that white. Let's go ahead and do the next part. And again, I'm using my Ricoma MT1501. This is my 15 needle. If this is your first time on my channel, this is my baby. Pumping out that work. Right now I'm just going at 860 stitches per minute. Okay guys, first applique shirt is done. And I know that I have a lot of cleanup to do, and it's just for me, but it shifted a little bit. But let's take it on over and clean it up. Ooh, I'm nervous. Don't judge me too harshly, guys. This is the first time I'm ever doing it on camera. So I'm just gonna cut this. I'm using the cutaway stabilizer so it can't tear it. I'm just gonna get it as close to the design as possible, nice and neat. Okay, I tried to clean it up as best as I could. I'm just gonna take my lint roller, because black shirts get so liney, and all this fabric, it just got so liney. I got a lot of little flyaways and scragglies still left. It's okay, because this is for me, and I'm still practicing. Next time, it will definitely be better. But I think it came out good for my very first applique, like full design applique. Man, listen, I could be an expert by now. It took me hours yesterday. But your girl finally got it. Persistence, persistence, never give up. But hey, that's how it turned out. I started to choose white, but then I chose the gold, and I think the gold looks fire up against the black shirt. Boy mom, from sun up to sundown. That's me all day. Okay guys, so here is the finished product on me. This is what the shirt looks like up close so you guys can see it. I think it came out not too bad. 2 snaps for me for getting it done. So I hope you guys didn't mind me rambling on. I just want to give you guys some little pep talk, motivational talk, whatever it was, you know, whatever you want to call it. Hope you guys appreciate it. There won't be too many more of these videos because I don't want it to be taken the wrong way. Videos like this can be definitely taken the wrong way. But I definitely just want to give you guys some business tips as well as, you know, share my experience and what happened to me. All right, so it doesn't happen to you, but, you know, things happen in life and that's all. You just have to take it as a learning lesson to keep going, all right? So always keep going. I know a lot of you guys have been doing embroidery way more than me. So if you guys have any helpful tips, any tricks, or just things that I can do or improve on better, let me know. Drop them down in the comments. I read all of your comments as always. All right, so let me know so that way hopefully next time will be much better. All right, as always, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Again, Happy New Year's. Love you all. Bye.